Hey guys, Tim here. Just thought I'd do a quick review of Rome 2. That's Total War Rome 2. I will say the Total War series definitely does have good sound. It reminds me a lot of the kind of Civ with a little better graphics and a little different gameplay. So there's still the concept of, cities and armies, but they're fewer. There's less technology tree. So from that side, it's a little bit simpler game. However, from the combat side, it is a much, much more complex game, as the name Total War
They must be punished.
would assume. And apparently, they must be punished. So, I've been having a lot of fun playing this game. It is a little slow. Let's get past this here and we'll do a little campaign play. So I have been having a lot of fun with it. I have like 10 hours into it so far. It's not fast. So when you're in the battle sequences, there's a lot of times where you're just kind of waiting for your troops to march to get into position. I haven't found it yet, and I'm hoping there's like a game speed increase. So like, Civ or SimCity, right? You can say increase my speed to whatever. So it'd be nice to have like a 4x speed increase when you're marching your armies around, and I'll show you what I mean by that. It is, however, a really fun game. It does look good. I have it installed to a normal hard drive, so I would recommend installing this game to an SSD, just because the loads are pretty hefty. So this is kind of the campaign I have going on. I've been getting kind of my butt kicked. I only have 2 armies right now, and the garrisons are pretty weak in my cities. So what happens is that I keep losing the cities to these jackass armies that are going around. But basically what you can see is you have your armies here, and this is set up more as an attacking army. So there's a lot more cavalry, whereas if you were doing a siege army, even this is an attacking army because I have slingers, I have cavalry. If you're doing like a siege army, you'd actually have siege weapons, which I've actually just got there. And actually have to get rid of some of these guys, unfortunately, to be able to do that. But what I'm going to actually do is pull back my armies, just because I can hold this forward town, but it's really hard to keep everything behind there held, and I don't have siege weapons yet to be able to go after the capital. So it is what it is. The town maps or the town controls are, they're things you can upgrade. So see, this is waiting on a technology. You can convert or dismantle depending on what you want. So here, see, I can expand the city, and I can put in a field of Mars, consecrated ground, a workshop, or a villa, and you can right click on these to see kind of what they are and how much they cost, and how much wealth they give you, and if they give you food or not. So one thing I've been trying to do is work on food and entertainment. So you can also do, I think it's consecrated ground. So this one, see, it gives you influence, it gives you public order. So this tends to be good for cities, like in Civ 5, if you build a courthouse. It's kind of the same as building a courthouse. So I tend to try to put those in all the cities that I've conquered, which have been this one, this one, this one, and this one. I will likely lose this city again now that I've moved my large army out, because you'll just have a garrison army. And of course, it says you can... This force has an unassigned tradition. So this is one thing I've noticed. So if you click on the armies, and you go here, and you go to the tradition, right? So it shows you that you upped that tradition, and then you go... You can't adopt anything. So, not quite sure, because there's no other, you know, if you scroll this down, see, nothing else there. So I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to do this. I need to go look it up, but that's the one, really the only problem I've had, other than holding cities. Holding cities is just a nightmare in this game, especially in the campaign mode, when, see, these guys are coming for me, these guys are coming for me, and there's just a lot of other armies around that are just kind of a pain in the butt. So basically we just do in turn, say this, and they actually turned around and went back the other direction, because I actually brought this army back down in.
Speak your mind. Set up the watch.
So the nice thing about having armies in cities is that when you do get attacked, you can actually meet the attacking army on the battlefield, which definitely helps quite a bit. So when there's a hammer, it means that there are things that can be built, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there are things you actually can build, which is kind of one of my... Because see, all of these with the red are waiting on a technology. So while I can upgrade things, I actually can't upgrade things. So I wish they wouldn't, you know, pop that hammer up until, well, you could actually do something. Would be nice. You'll notice some of these buildings where it'll say, like, this building is unavailable to your faction. That's usually in cities you've taken over. So it is what it is. These are your opposing armies. And we'll get into some battle here at some point, I'm assuming. Of course, the Sammonites are who I'm fighting right now. They're going to go take over my city, I'm assuming. So I'm going to garrison them back in the city and see if they have any upgrades that can actually be done, which they don't. So here we go. So you'll notice the garrison army, there's a lot of, like, they're not very strong. And I've yet to figure out how to upgrade them. So you can either sally forth, which is meet them on the field of battle, so outside of the city. You can auto-resolve, which I won't do because I want to show you guys the gameplay, even though I'm going to get my ass kicked. Or you can fight the battle on the battlefield. So we're going to go fight the battle on the battlefield. That means you're going to fight in the city. And when you do that, you're going to try to use the city to divide their forces. Because if you attack them head on, you're pretty screwed when it's the garrison force. So, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, it's a garrison force. It's not your main army. It is one of their main armies. And so this is where you see, you know, honestly, what it really would have been like, right? If you don't have an army to meet an army on the battlefield, your cities just kind of get owned. And, you know, that's exactly how it was 2,000 years ago. So typically if a city, well, see, I've got a decent amount of stuff, but so the problem here is a lot of my army are very light or medium. So if I get in any kind of, like, direct So I have one heavy melee. If I get in any kind of direct fight with this guy, which I don't know where he is, because this is the fog of war in this game is really good. So if I get in a direct conflict, I'm in big trouble, because probably only my heavy are going to be able to handle it, but it's also where my general is, and that's no good, because if your leader gets killed, you lose a whole bunch of stats, which is even worse when
Samnium shall fall.
you know, you basically suck. So what I tend to do is go melee front triple
Hold
line,
formation.
and then I'll move. So like we'll leave the mediums up there, and I'll move kind of the general
Sons
protect
of Mars.
the light infantry, and then I tend to move the very light infantry to the flanks,
By your command.
and we'll scoot these guys over a little bit, and then we'll move them all back.
We await the enemy. I am ready. Proud Romans all.
So
Close ranks, men, and present arms. The enemy is upon us. Now is our chance for glory.
So the trick is, oh, there they are over there. So now, basically, what I need to do is figure out roughly where I want to engage them. And the more they split up, the better off I am. I really want to make them come to me in this situation. In the attacking situation, I tend to use, you know, like the classic pincer move. So I'll leave my cavalry and my light infantry, the fast infantry on the outsides, take the heavy infantry and the archers or the slingers up the middle, and kind of like try to break through the line in the front with the heavy infantry, and then encircle with the fast infantry and the cavalry. So that usually works in this game. Oh my goodness, what are these guys? Yeah, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, so as the dog goes rolling through behind me, that's not good. So basically I'm just screwed, and I'm really just doing this to show you guys
In the name of Rome.
what the combat looks like. So you can
At the double.
toggle unit speed, so like, you know, get marching faster, bastards. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. If these guys can join the battle, I'm in seriously big trouble. I'm hoping that's another army that can't join this fight, but I doubt it. They're a long ways away, but that's just all sorts of bad news. And this is the way the garrisoning stuff works. I mean, like I said, if you don't, you know, if it's a city that you've conquered, your garrisoning force is very small. You can't really upgrade it, and you tend to just get pwned. So,
Quick march.
unfortunately, these guys are now going to like run away. Oh, and there's the cavalry. That's bad news.
March. Proud Romans all.
So my problem here is I really need to engage that cavalry without anybody else around.
In the name of Rome.
Oh, so as you can see, this is the part of the game I'm talking about where it's kind of
Sons of Mars. Advance
slow.
at speed. on me! In the name of Rome! Halt, men! Formation, move!
And here we go.
Hack them down! Quick march!
I'm sure I will just get fun.
On me! Understood! Sons of Mars!
So you definitely want to get the slingers in here to support your...
Mars, aid us! Faster! Reload!
Oh yeah, and you have extra things you can do down here.
Terrible
Maybe.
news! Our commander
See,
is
so
slain
commander
by
was
the enemy.
slain,
We...
and so once this happens, basically my guys are just gonna run away. Unfortunately.
Sir, word has reached us that the enemy general is dead,
Oh, I
killed
got
by
him
our
too.
men. The enemy will surely pack
So if I can just hold the lines,
them down!
I might be able to live through this.
We await your command. Break the lines!
So one thing I need to do here is I need to get some guys going after those guys.
At the double!
Because those are slingers, and they're basically just murdering me.
Brave Romans to a man!
Go get them, boys.
Lilies! Victory for Rome! Understood! Await my order! Astarte, as you command, at your service!
Jupiter gives us strength!
Orders understood!
Oh, crap. Now I'm screwed. And I'm starting to lose guys left and right. Yeah, I would run too. That's a lot of forces. See, if it was just these guys, I might have stood a chance. Because these are both missile, so if I can win this skirmish against that, see.
Quick march!
The problem now is... Oh, I'm screwed. This will be over fast. See, had I just had the initial attacking force to deal with, I probably could have held them off. But, not like that. Yeah. This is all sorts of bad. So, let's... There we go. There's the speed up. I just found it. Ah! So, you can die faster. You can also concede, but I don't like conceding myself. I'm so screwed. Oh yeah, I'm surrounded. Oh, this is all going bad. But so guys, basically that's my, long-winded kind of gameplay review of Rome 2. It is totally addictive. If you like games like SimCity or, Civ, any of that kind of game, strategy games, this game is ridiculously addictive. If you ever have read like The Art of War or, like old kind of military combat, so Civil War and back likely. This is very, you know, that kind of gameplay is here, and it really does show you that I think they do a really good job of kind of simulating what, you know, these battles were like from a high level, right? Obviously, it's not what they were like from a, you know, the killing and the maiming and the horribleness, but it definitely kind of, you know, just shows you the power of a large army against a garrison force when you don't have walls.
We must retreat.
So, and there we lost. So this is Tim for Timmy Tech TV, guys. Thanks for watching this review of Rome 2, and we'll see you next time.